We are back.
Hi. Reporting live from
Dominique the Blockhead.
office. He keeps calling me Blockhead, and he keeps calling me Fancy Squidward, and he keeps calling me QB, which I think QB is kind of cute, so I'm not mad
QB
about
cutie.
that. And he also calls me...
No. We're not going there.
What else have you called me?
Are you about to really make me say that one? That I've been calling you?
Ming Chow. He's been calling me Ming Chow, everybody. He's rude, he's racist, and they had to cancel him.
We cannot. We're 30 seconds and you're about to out me like that?
Yeah, he calls me Ming.
Wait,
everyone he calls me Ming Chow.
No, there was a reason.
Because him and his friends.
No, that's not why I called you that.
Ling.
First of all.
They did. And they referred to me as the girl on motherfucking Fortnite, the little Asian girl.
You're not the original Ling Ling, though. Ling Ling was an Asian girl before you.
Whoever Ling. That's even worse. Like, so you're giving me a name that you've already given another woman.
It wasn't another woman like for me. It was,
I don't care whoever had the woman.
Honestly, it was a stripper. So that's what she told us her name was, though. Which I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it wasn't her name.
No, it's probably like...
Yeah.
Like
Ming Chow.
Jen.
But, no, she was like...
They always have a really Americanized name, though.
Yeah, but
because you can't say their Asian name.
She was real foreign. Like, she had the crystal accent going on. But she was. But there was a real reason.
Everybody.
No, there was a reason I called you Ming Chow. We were talking about something.
I said I don't like Ling Ling.
No, that's not why. I don't just randomly call you Ling Ling. That hasn't been called in a long time. This was something else. What the fuck were we talking about? I forget. But it really came up organically.
He just said, what about Ming Chow?
And then you liked it.
I was like...
You actually said it was kind of cute.
Better than Ling Ling. It is kind of cute, but not when you say it every day.
I don't say it every day.
You say it every day. You said it You said it yesterday. You said the day before that.
No, I did not say it the day before that. Yesterday was the first time in a few days.
Anyways, guys.
And it's because you're getting mad at the other name. So you got to pick one.
He's been calling me rude names because I got my wisdom teeth taken out. And I don't know if you can tell or not. If I'm talking weird, sorry. Because like...
QB.
I'm still stitched up and it hurts pretty bad. But my cheeks were...
Well, these are pretty good. But they taste like grape soda.
It's so good. But the orange tastes like orange soda.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
The orange... This tastes just like purple fucking... Mm-hmm. They have Fantas.
Fago or Fanta. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I love it. I like it more than the orange.
It's deceiving, though, because like the orange has a monster taste to it.
That is so good. I love the purple.
It is good, but it's deceiving me. Like, it's tricking me. And I don't know if I like that. But anyway, continue with your surgical endeavors, Ming Chow.
So, I was really, really swollen. Like, 2 days ago, it was like the peak. I was so full down here. It looked like I was hoarding nuts for the winter. And then today, it's not as bad. But, like, God, does it hurt? So, I'll tell you guys, this has been not the best experience. Like, it's tolerable now. But, like, Dylan went into it thinking it was going to be the most funny thing in the world.
I was so excited.
He was like, I'm about to record you. Let me
ask you a question before we get into this. Were you legitimately scared going in?
Yes.
What was the scary outcome here?
What was scary? Okay, so like I was scared just because I didn't know what to expect pain-wise afterwards.
Okay. So
like it was just scary for me because I've heard that it's horrible.
This is why I wanted to ask, because before we get into like the after, I was going to walk them through like the before. So before, like she said, I thought it was going to be funny. So I had her vlog herself. I was looking forward to putting in my vlog. And yeah, that didn't happen. But anyway, during the surgery, you were back there for maybe, I don't know, like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
That's it?
Let me finish. And your mom texts me. And she's like, hey, is she done yet? And I'm like, no, she's only been back there for this amount of time. She's like, oh my God, I hate this. And I was like, I get you being scared. You're the one doing it. But like, this isn't a life-threatening surgery.
But you have to understand who my mom is as a person.
I was just
She's
in shock.
She's someone who gets worried about everything when everyone was scared. Us.
But realistically, 10 minutes later, you were done. The little dude came out and he was talking to me. And I was like, damn, that was under an hour. You were done in under an hour. Mm-hmm. I was I had just cracked my book
I
open.
think it only takes like 15 minutes per tooth because that's what I looked
Not
up on the
even.
internet.
Not even, because
He
that's not
must
with
have
them
been
prepping
He
you.
must have been going hammered.
And they had to go
on this
deep.
mouth.
But that's like with them prepping you, putting you
But
under,
anyway,
bringing
so
you
let's
back.
just talk about this, everyone. So I go in, and I was nervous because, like, I don't know what to expect, and I haven't been put to sleep since I was a young kid, and they did it. Like,
When I was a young warthog.
God, everything I say, you're just keep interrupting. You're really getting on my nerves at this point.
I like to sing.
Okay, but like, anyways. So
You're in a bad mood.
When you tell your story, I'm gonna keep cutting you off.
I don't really have a story.
You do have something to say,
but it's not a
story.
very
important, and it's the
not
biggest news ever.
And this is also
I'm gonna
a
cut you off
podcast.
every
If
single
I
time.
want to talk, I'm a fucking
You can talk if you want, but I'm trying to say a story, and I literally have to. I literally have restarted 10 times now.
You could just start from there.
You keep saying
you could literally just start from where you were. You don't have to fucking restart. They're not invalids here. They know where you're at.
Well, then how about you just quit talking for a second?
Probably not.
You are going to.
Because now I want to talk even more.
No, it's like you are like on 10. You're like hyped up, and I'm not hyped up.
I just drank half a Monster. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and I don't know why you do that either. That's so
what?
Crazy that you just be chugging those down like it's water.
This is the slowest I've ever drank it. Go ahead and feel that.
Dylan, that's the amount I drink.
That's the slowest I've ever drank that.
In 12 hours.
That's the slowest I've ever drank that because I cracked it before we even got on here. Okay.
So good.
Thank you. Come again.
So anyways.
Let me start over.
We go in there.
I woke up.
I get the paperwork filled out. I'm nervous. Don't know what to expect. Haven't been put to sleep since I was a young kid. They did the mask. This time they're doing an IV, which I think I'm still bruised a little bit. But
can't even see it.
Anyways, so I get back there. They make me like, I'm wearing a crew neck. I didn't think about it. I should have put a t-shirt on. I had to pull my sleeves all the way up to here because they had an IV in this one. And then I had a blood pressure cuff on this one. And they're just like not explaining anything to me. Like they just like, the one guy that ruled me out was training another girl.
What did you want them to explain to you?
Just like what was going to happen. Like they had me signing because like as a nurse, I'm not allowed to have anybody sign like pre-op forms. Like, do you like consent to this basically? Unless the doctor has like came in and like talked to the patient. But then they had me like signing all these consents. I had to go get more x-rays. They had me like up to here. They put a heart monitor on me.
The office is very unorganized, which we'll also get into later.
They put the heart monitor on me. They put the oxygen on me. It was just happening so fast. And it put the IV in, and then the oral surgeon came in, and he was like, "Are you?" And like I'm thinking, like if you're gonna give me anesthesia, don't you have to get my height and weight, like like measure it? You know what I mean? Like, or it's just a standard dose you give everybody. Like you would think like height and weight would take account when you're giving somebody like something to sedate them.
You don't think they already had that? Didn't they take your ID?
They just asked me, but like. I can lie, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not like you're gonna be lying by 50 pounds.
No, but so anyways, puts the IV in. The oral surgeon comes in and he's like, "You ready to go?" I was like, "I guess." He's like, "You have any questions for me before we start?" And I was like, "Just I guess like what medications will I be on afterwards?" Because like I didn't know if I was going to be like super, super loopy, like what to expect basically afterwards. That's all I was nervous about. Like what meds I'm going to be on, what to expect. I thought they were going to go over like post-op care. Like when you get out of here, make sure you do this, this, and this. They didn't do any of that. They just gave Dylan a paper and
I can tell you this,
in the merry way.
If they told you, it wouldn't have made a difference for at least a couple hours.
Well, I remembered everything that happened beforehand, and I remembered everything he said beforehand.
But you wouldn't have been in a state to do anything about them.
I know, but I still would have liked someone to go over that with me because I don't know I've never had them out before, so I want to know what to expect.
Well, obviously.
So he's like, "All right, I'm about to give you the good stuff." Puts some medicine in my IV. I feel my heart like flutter really fast. And then they were like, "Oh my God, put the bite block in." I put the bite block in. Out cold. It was so crazy. And then like they brought me back, I guess. I don't even remember being
when they came out.
Was there a girl there?
Not with me.
With me though, with the wheelchair?
I have. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So the guy comes out and he's telling me everything that needs to happen. And he basically tells me she's going to be in pain for a while. Like, these were deep. We had to go in, like, farther than we expected to. So, like, just so you know, she can't drive on this shit. Her meds will be ready he basically made it seem like they were called in and they would. Because at first, he told me to just go there and get them. Mm-hmm. He said, you should just be able to go to the pharmacy. But then they came wheeling you out in a wheelchair. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving her in the car.
And
to
I
go
was
into
crying
Target.
It hurt. Like, and it also, hurt immediately after waking up. I was in so much pain
The
already.
Target that we go to is above. Like, there's no bottom floor of this Target. You have to take escalators. There's no way I could have got you up there.
You don't need to get. You can just go without me.
But I'm talking about if he would have had me go straight after. I was not leaving you in the car, and I'm not taking you in Target like that.
You could leave me in the car. I would not have tried to get out or anything.
I don't believe that, honestly. You were so out of it. So they come wheeling her out. She just gauzed up on both sides, just in tears. Like, still just tears down her face, streaming.
I'm like, I saw another guy the other day, got his out. He came out of the office sobbing also. His sister and him both went in TikTok. They both went in. She was cracking up when she came out, and he came out, and he was sobbing.
Yeah. So the
lady's
like, okay,
sobbing.
We're going to wheel her over to the car. I'll need you to help me put her in. You're bumping into the car next to you. Like, we're trying to steady you. We get you in the car. We buckle you in. And you are just crying. But the worst part about it was you didn't even know you were crying. You kept asking me, why am I crying? Why am I crying? And so the whole way home. I think
it's like a waking up out of sedation response.
I don't know, dude. But the whole way home, you were just in tears. Like, the entire ride home.
It hurt, though. I remember it hurting. It was throbbing on this side.
So then I get home. And I'm like, shit, I got to take this. I was like, you know what? I got to go open up the door. We don't live like on the top floor, but we have a decent amount of stairs to get into our apartment.
6 or 8.
Because we live like in Colorado, everything's on a fucking mountain.
And half are like on concrete. So if you fall, you would wreck your shit.
Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, you stay here. I'm about to go open up the door.
And I didn't listen.
That way we're good to go. I come back down the stairs. You had the door still open. I ran. I was running because I knew this was going to happen, which is why I say I would not have left you in the car when I went to Target, because you could have wandered off him in anywhere.
That'd be like Abby, wisdom teeth.
Bro,
remember that in Broad City?
Bro,
oh my God.
In the car, you were asking me the same questions like 3 times.
I was texting him.
And that's just on the way home.
Jumbo. It made no sense. Texting my mom.
So
gibberish.
We get her home.
Made a TikTok.
I get her home.
At some point.
And we walk up the first of the stairs. I switch sides so you can grab the railing. But then the second set is so narrow, only one of us can fit at a time. So I'm like behind you. And you kept trying to lay your head on me. I'm like, you don't want to do that, because if you slip and fall, you're going to bump your cheek. I'm like, you got to hold your head up. You got to hold your head up. And they wanted your head elevated. So I finally, like, I'm around the back of you, walking you up these stairs, and you're just leaning back at me. I'm like, please don't go limp, because we're both going to go down, and this is going to be bad. But I knew, like, at least if you fell, you'd land on me, rather than if I went in front of you and tried to pull you up. Like, that would have been way worse. Mm-hmm. So I get you in here, get you on the couch. I'm like, okay, well, these prescriptions should probably be done, so let me do that. But during this, she keeps asking me the same questions. I'm like, Dom, like, just talk to me in an hour. Like, there's no point in me keep telling you the same shit over and over. So I'm just laughing. I'm like, whatever. So I call.
What did I ask you?
You were asking me.
How you have no recollection of any of this.
You were asking me about the medicine.
I remember trying to get up the stairs.
You were asking
for a brief
me
second.
if you came out in a wheelchair. You were asking if you had stitches and were they dissolvable. Did you have to go back? You asked if I text your mom. You were asking me just random shit, but over and over and over. I'm like, yes. Just fucking talk to me when you remember. So I call Target. Because the dude wanted me to go straight to Target. So obviously they're already called in. Mm-hmm. Call Target. Well, CVS at Target. And they're like, yeah, we don't have anything under that name. And it's just like a young girl. I'm like, okay, well, I'll call the dentist then, see if they can get him. Call the dentist, like, oh yeah, we did call him in. But I'll go ahead and I'll send it through again. Just because sometimes it takes a little longer. But at least that way they'll be through. They should be good. Like in, I forget how long it said. But so I wait the hour. Make some food. You're finally coming to. You're a little more coherent, but you're just like kind of switching your gauze out. I don't know if you remember all this stuff.
I remember the gauze. It was horrendous.
So you're like just switching out gauze. And so I call Target again. They're like, it's an older dude. Like, and he's the pharmacist, which I now know. But he's like, gets all your info. And he's like, what's the sex for this? Like, what's the gender? I'm like, it's female. It's for my girlfriend. She just had surgery. He's like, yeah, we don't have it. And I was like, well, first of all, if you don't have it, well, how would you know the gender anyway? Why are you asking me this? Mm-hmm. But so I'm like, okay, well, I've called the dentist. They said they sent it through twice. So, like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. So I call the fucking dentist back. And this is my third time now calling the dentist. It's the same lady every time. She was like, she's like, oh, let me call you right back. I have to go ask the dentist about it. So she leaves. 40 minutes go by. She never calls me. So I call back again. And she's like, oh, yeah, Target just sent a note. Said they'll be ready in an hour and a half. So it's already been, like, almost 3 hours at this point. And now it's another hour and a half. And she's to the point now where, like, she's coherent. And she's like, I need fucking meds. So she's like, whatever. I'm going to call.
So bad.
What did they say when you called?
So I called them myself.
You called the dentist, right?
I called them. I
called Target first.
I called the dentist, and I said, this is Dominique, and I just left there a couple hours ago I had my wisdom teeth taken out. I said, I'm dying. I'm like, I'm crying. They can hear me crying. She's like, oh my gosh, I can tell. And I was like, you need to tell the dentist or the surgeon to send them over, like, now. I'm like, can we come over and, like, pick up paper prescriptions, you know? Like, she's like, oral surgeon doesn't do that. And I said, okay, well, then you need to tell him.
Oh, we're just so backed up.
You need to tell him you need to do it now because I'm dying. At this point, this is, like, inhumane. Like,
my thing is, like, if you were backed up.
Like, you're sitting here saying how horrible it's going to be for me. How deep you had to go. How I'm going to be in so much pain. But yet you don't have anything ready for me to go. It's like,
before I told you, I was ready to murder these people. Like, if you're backed up, say you're backed up. Don't tell me you sent it twice. Then say Target sent a note over and said it'll be an hour and a half. They don't even have the prescription. So how the fuck is Target saying this? The people at Target, I felt so bad because I was being an asshole to them too. I was just being an asshole on both sides because I'm like, what? Why are you guys giving me this fucking runaround right now? Mm-hmm. I was so pissed, dude. I have not been that mad in a long time. I was ready to murder someone. And then it gets worse. So then they finally got him. And so I go up there. And I get to Target. She's like, oh, unfortunately 4 of them are ready. But the one is a narcotic, so the pharmacist has to double check that one. I can see this pharmacist. The same old fuck that I talked to on the phone. I can see him standing at a computer. But there is a line of people, like, off to the side. She's like, we've been really backed up with vaccines, so it might be a little bit. She's like, are you signed up for text? Whatever. So I give them your info so they can sign you up for text messages. So we at least know when it's ready. She's like, you should probably... I'm like, I have to buy something. She's like, oh yeah, by the time you shop, it should be done. I shop. No text yet. So I kill some time. Just walk around. So like, fuck it. Whatever. Go to my car. Drop everything off so I'm not walking around with this paid for bags and shit. And then I waited like another 25 minutes. And they were not ready. So she's, at this point, she's like, fuck it. Just bring me the rest of the meds. I don't really want to take those anyways.
Yeah, I didn't want to take narcotics anyways. At this point, I already taken, like, everything I had at home to, like, ease the pain.
And you haven't used a narcotic still, so I'm kind of more upset that I stayed as long as I did.
I know, but the thing is, I would have taken it. If you would have came home with them, I would have taken one.
Guys, no shit. I get home for maybe 5 minutes.
And then they're ready.
She gets a fucking text. Mm-hmm. And everyone at that pharmacy had asked me who I was waiting for. And like, oh yeah. Like, no one said it's coming up. So I'm like, whatever. I'm fucking going home, dude. 5 minutes later. And it ain't like it's super close. Dude, that time of day was fucking horrible, too, driving through there. You know I hate driving through there that time of day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Like, that day was testing my fucking nerves, dude.
And everyone was like, "Oh, you'll be good." Like they told me you could go back to work on Monday. I couldn't even imagine going back to work today or tomorrow. And I can't even imagine going back on Thursday. I'm like, oh my god, like they still.
You said you still don't want to go back Thursday?
No, they still hurt. Like I was like, oh, I'll be able to get in the gym by Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
You still got like 48 more hours. I think it'll be good by then.
I don't know.
I just gleated all over my laptop.
Whatever. But, like, I haven't gone to the gym. But, like, they said, like, if you're having any pain at all, any issues, like, you shouldn't go because it's not worth it. Like,
there's a piece of fuzz on your
there's
cheek.
a thing called dry socket, basically. And, like, a lot of things cause it. Like, using straws, it's coughing, sneezing, which I've been sneezing a fuck ton. So I've been nervous. Yes, I can't stop sneezing.
What about them sniffles? How's that for it?
It's okay, I think. Or like breathing really heavy and like working out can cause it because like when you work out, your respiratory rate gets higher and you just like suck in deeper. And also your heart rate gets higher, so your blood pressure gets higher and you just have increased chance of bleeding. So, and I still am bleeding every now and then. I'll taste blood. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to hold off on the working out until I'm like, and then they also said like my wisdom teeth were so deep. Like, if you look at photos, you type in, like, impacted horizontal wisdom teeth, my teeth are twice as deep as every picture on Google. Like, they are down by the fucking roots.
You could see them?
On the x-ray, yeah.
How'd you see the x-ray?
Because they took an x-ray and they put it up.
Oh, you're talking about...
up in front of me so the dentist can see.
I thought you meant, like, you seen it since they're out.
No. But, and like, he told me, like, he's like, these teeth are deep, he said, and you can see that they're right along the nerve endings in your face. He was like, so expect to have numbness in your teeth in the front, like up here, which they are numb. Expect to have numbness in your lips. I was having like really bad ear pain the other day, and it's just that nerve has just got decompressed, and now it's all coming back, which makes sense as to why my neck was hurting so bad before this. He said it could take up to 2 weeks before you feel 100%. He's like, but in 2 weeks, I'm hopeful that you will feel back to normal before you had these issues. So
2 weeks is a long time, though.
It is. And like all through here, numb.
Still?
Numb as hell, yes.
Let me punch you.
I can feel it, but it's just like sensation is lost. But not on this side, only on this side.
She ain't had solid foods in days.
3 damn days.
Well,
yeah.
You kind of have. I ate
toast. I have been bending the rules because the first day I was so hungry. I'm like, I can't live like this because I eat. Like, I don't eat a lot, but like I lift and I eat. Like, I eat a big breakfast. I eat big lunch. Like, I eat my breakfast. I eat like 4 eggs and some bacon and some pancakes, and I eat like a chicken Philly.
That honestly is a lot.
And then I eat at dinner. We usually eat like wings. Like, I eat a lot, and then I snack throughout the day. So I was eating just like pudding and Jello and fucking ice cream, and I'm a junk food queen. We've had this ice cream. I haven't even opened the box of popsicles, and I haven't even touched that ice cream until.
Why?
Because it makes me sick to think about it, which is crazy. But I think
why does it make you sick? Because
that first day, all I was eating was sugar.
That's like your dream diet.
I know, and I realize it's not. It's not. Like, I'm like, as soon as I'm gonna throw the ice cream in the trash.
Maybe your wisdom teeth were your sweet teeth, and you don't fuck with sweet things anymore.
It was too much, and I'm constipated now.
Okay, we're going there.
That's a whole separate issue. I can't. Like, I keep waking up at night with like horrible stomach cramps because I can't fucking shit. And I am someone who goes when they wake up. It's just a routine that I do. I haven't gone when I've woken up since I've been home.
Do you think it's because you're not eating as much?
I'm eating enough to where I should be pooping, and I'm drinking a lot of water.
But not as regular.
It's not as much. I think it's because the anesthesia. I looked it up. It said it can cause constipation because everything is kind of slowed down when they give it to you. But like, let's ramp the shit back up because I need to go. So I had to give myself a suppository twice today.
Not working, by the way.
Not really working much, but I have been passing a lot of gas, so that feels good. No offense, I mean, TMI, but it's not TMI to me because I'm also a nurse and I talk about shit all day at work.
You know what? I was about to say, but it's gross to these people on the podcast. But if they've been tuned in with us for any more than about
what it
30
is,
minutes,
and like I can't help it. Like, and I've been sleeping on the on the couch. Yeah. Dylan's been getting upset.
No, I just vocalized it last night.
But I think I'm gonna do it again tonight. I just feel so much more comfortable on the couch between my head.
It feels like, and I don't care if you do it while you're doing this, but you're doing it the couple of days before too. Because the thing is, with these schedules, I actually feel like we spend more time together with you on nights. However, like when you're at work, I sleep by myself. But then when you're off, I go to bed early. I go to bed decently early. Like 9 o'clock is like late for me
and
to
I've
be
been
up.
going to bed late as fuck.
And so she'll usually come in there and lay down while I fall asleep. But then I wake up middle of the night, gone. Gone. But then I wake up in the morning, still gone. And when I come out here, she's asleep on the couch. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But now it's to the point where she's only sleeping on it. Like, there's not even a sleep in the bed because of her face.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning of my face, like, I couldn't.
All I said was, when this is done, can you not sleep on the couch every night?
Yeah, for sure.
It makes me feel like we're
like a separated
couple who's like in their 40s or 50s and they never share a bed, but they just won't split up.
Because our couch it's a recliner couch. So it's like it reclines back into like a chair position. So like my head can be up.
You ever think about if we had the couches where they should be?
I would hate it.
But this one would lay out. I think you might like it more.
It would be nice. Because I could like really sprawl.
Yeah.
We could lounge. We should switch them out.
But then what do we do at the coffee table? It would always be like just pushed out the way.
I mean, you think about how far those legs go out anyways. I'm sure it's equal to this.
This is definitely farther. But anyway, guys, so we have the recliner couch, which is supposed to be in here.
Yeah, it's way more.
We bought it
this
for
is our
the
living room
podcast
couch, but
yeah.
we switched it around because I like that setup more.
We
but
bought
then
it
I could
for
cuddle you.
the podcast. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave them.
Then I could
But we bought it for the podcast because it has like a center thing where the laptop would go, cup holders, the whole 9, charging ports. Like,
yeah, it was.
We'd be set the fuck up. We'd have the screen in between us, 100%. So the only problem is I don't know how we get this couch out of this room.
I don't know. Anyways, but that's why I've been on the couch because my head can be propped up, and it's just more comfortable because I can't do this much. Like I still can't lay on my side. It still hurts my neck pretty bad. So, and then my stomach is a whole separate issue. So like I've been waking up with like burning sensations in my stomach and like having to poop but can't. So the couch helps with that too, just like kind of sitting up. So I think tonight I'll sleep on the couch again.
Yeah, I had full expectations of that.
But I came in the room last night and slept. I didn't fall asleep out there at all.
But I knew you weren't happy about it. You did
it.
I
wasn't. I did it out of pure guilt.
Yeah.
Pure guilt.
And I told you last night, don't feel bad. Like, I don't care why you're going through this thing. Just when you're off of it.
Well, I would love to be. I love our bed. The bed's so comfy. But I can't lay on.
Fooled me the last 2 weeks.
I can't lay on my side. You see how I have those pillows propped up in there?
It ain't just this week. It was last week, too. Which is what I'm getting
at.
But anyway.
I sleep on the couch.
My opinion is voiced. That's it.
So yeah, so there's that. But everything is on the up and up. And I'm getting Chipotle today.
Chipotle is honestly like top tier food. If you told me I could only have one like food place for the rest of my life, I might pick that. And it's like, holy shit, these monsters be getting me.
I picked Cheesecake Factory.
Because they have so much. That's what I was going to say is there's so many options with so much to offer. And I would go with the place and I get the same thing every time.
I would get Cheesecake Factory for sure because they're adding even more items.
Bro, they're doing too much as it is.
I know, but if I had
Factory is her favorite restaurant.
It's not anymore.
I
haven't had it. We don't even get it
because I don't fuck with it like that.
I only like the Buffalo Blast.
Here's my problem, guys.
So good.
If your menu has this many items on it,
table of content,
it tells me you don't have a specialty. There's nothing you do great. You just have a whole bunch of good things.
Yeah.
I want to know, what do you do great?
But
what is your thing?
I like it because any mood you're in, they have really good orange chicken too. Anything that and no matter what.
How often do you get bad orange chicken? It's orange chicken.
But some Asian places are not as good. It's so crispy and yummy.
Okay. So what's your favorite restaurant now?
I don't really have one per se. I don't have one. It changes all the time.
Interesting.
Changes all the time. So.
Does Chipotle even count as a favorite restaurant, though?
It's not a restaurant.
I was just talking about, like, if I eat out at one place, that's where I'd be.
It's not fast food. It's not a restaurant. It's just a food place. But it's
medium
not
speed.
A restaurant. Yeah, and it's not fast food either. I guess it's more considered fast food.
I don't know, because sometimes I'll be in that line for 30 damn minutes.
But it's not in terms of, like,
if I had to like sit down somewhere,
that's a healthy place to eat.
If I had to sit down somewhere, honestly, it's crazy because I used to work there, but I would pick Longhorn.
No.
And it's I've had like everything on the menu. Because when my store was I was there when they first opened that bitch. And we got to try everything.
Like, can I get all the cheesecakes?
Girl, you don't like sweets no more.
I know I don't. But I will like them again. It's only a matter of time. But right now, can't even. I can eat a pudding every now and then because pudding is a good. That layered one.
Did you eat all those layered ones?
Yes.
Damn, I was about to say, if you haven't, I want one.
I have chocolate in there.
I might eat one, actually.
They're so good.
I might put some in a shake.
Yeah.
Thicken that puppy up.
The pudding is good.
But there's like nothing in pudding. Like, I don't even want that shit.
And the Jello is also pretty good. But like when it comes to like the ice creams and the yogurts,
that's honestly surprising.
I just can't.
The ice cream is what's really surprising me.
I ate a yogurt yesterday, though.
Especially how good that ice cream was.
It's so good. The raspberry cheesecake gelato from Talentini, bomb. But I think it's just, I was so sick of eating sweets. I wanted something salty and I had nothing I could do because I couldn't eat hot foods. So it's like, what the fuck can you eat? Like, you can only eat cold, soft foods. That narrows everything down to sweet. So it's like, unless I'm going to go eat some cold soup, which eventually I started to do. Well, room temp. But you can't eat anything extremely hot. So everyone's like, oh, make sure you get a lot of soups. You can't even eat soup.
They literally told me for 5 to 7 days, you'd probably be on cold, soft food only.
That is literally, I would die. I would be dead. There's no fucking way. I push those limits,
and
I'm going to keep pushing those limits because I need to eat.
She's been eating French toast sticks for literally like 2 days after the surgery.
But I don't cook them to where they're hard. I cook them to
honestly,
where they're really soft.
It pisses me off though, because the French toast stick smells so good.
Now that's a sweet I could do.
But
it's a different kind of sweet because it's bread.
And
it's like a bread.
I'm about to be making that French toast we watched about this morning, bro.
I almost made some today. French toast isn't bad.
We don't have egg whites.
I would just use egg beaters.
Oh yeah, we could do that for now.
Or just regular eggs. Like, French toast is not a bad. What's bad about French toast is what you put on top of it. Like,
and I'm about to be throwing protein in
the French toast itself.
Do you think the oatmeal cookie protein I have will be good in French toast that I just ordered?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like really oatmeal cookie-y. I think it might have a little hint, but I think it's going to taste like kind of like vanilla.
Interesting. You know what? That birthday cake actually might be good with French toast.
Could.
Because it's just thick with like liquid. But I think with French toast, it would actually thicken up the bread.
The banana pancake would be good with French toast.
100%. I haven't even tried that yet.
Well, it tastes like cake batter.
I might have some tomorrow, Play-Doh, honestly.
But it's not bad.
Might have some tomorrow.
So,
dude,
yeah.
I'll tell you this. I don't want to go to the office tomorrow. I've said it a million times. But now that this is done, I feel like I don't have a choice.
Well, then don't go. I don't understand the issue. The thing about me, and I've always been this way, if I don't want to go, I'm not going. And that's on period, point blank. That's it.
It's my job.
I understand that, but it's not mandatory.
They're requesting it.
They're requesting you to go because someone in the office is going to be there. Do you really think this person is going to be like, well, Dylan Thacker ain't here. What the fuck?
No, but it looks better on my boss if the whole team's there.
And I understand that.
And if I'm the only one not, it ain't going to look good for me.
I don't think you're going to be the only one that's not. It's like people who work from home don't want to go into the office for a reason.
I don't know. Some motherfuckers be in there multiple times per week, dude.
I mean, I just feel like if you don't want to go, you can just voice or put a limit. Because then they're like, oh, we're going to do happy hour. It's gonna turn into a whole day extravaganza for some of these people.
Yeah.
And that's where I just feel like this is not necessary.
And it's not for me. Because
if we're just going to go out and kick
tomorrow is the challenge day.
This is not necessary. It's one thing if we're sitting in the office and we're talking game plan, we're talking work,
but we would be there till 4 o'clock.
Then that's fine. But if you guys are all having intentions of going out after to Pindustry, to go have fun, to go drink some drinks, that's not mandatory. So that's
not. I could leave right after the office.
I just think you should just voice like, hey, you can use me as an excuse. You can use literally
the
any
only problem with
excuse
using you as an
sun.
excuse is if it comes up tomorrow in front of other people who I was with on Friday. they know you had it Friday.
Then just say, I'm having complications. Just say she got her teeth out a couple days ago and she's in so much pain and she really needs me here because she is just miserable.
Guys, I hope none of you are watching this right now, looking at this internal debate on me not coming into the office.
just don't think it's a big deal. And that's what it comes down to. And if it was a big deal, they would make it mandatory.
You know what is a big deal? Guys.
Here's a new topic. And I'm going to keep cutting him off.
I'm a BPN ambassador.
And I'm not going to stop talking. Because
that's not
going to
bother me.
Just kidding.
But guys, I'm a BPN ambassador.
Woo!
And
for those of you who don't know,
I can't believe it.
Let me just say a few things about this. Since I've known Dylan, he's loved this guy, Nick Bear. I never heard of the man before I met Dylan. He wanted to run his marathon. He wants to suck his balls. He loves this
Never
guy.
said that.
He loves him. Watches him on YouTube. Is like, oh my gosh, BPN and their supplements and they're so good and da 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 da.
Are they not good?
They are. But before I met him, I never even heard of this company. Like never. And most people, I mean, it's getting bigger now. I think it's definitely like gotten up there, but obviously it was a small company when it started.
10 years ago.
Yeah, but like I think even when you started liking it and like you came around, it was even smaller then. Like he's really ramped it the fuck up.
Yeah, but I mean he was established when you heard about him.
So Dylan loves him. We went to Austin. He got to meet him. It was freezing as shit, but he got to meet him. I got footage of them. He's always like, I want to be a BPN ambassador. He's looking at all these guys coming out and all this exclusive gear. He's like, damn, I want that shirt. But only the BPN team gets this stuff. I just like,
they do ambassador weekends like last year.
He was just like so
last year they all worked out together.
They did like this shit.
A boat day. They did a whole fucking weekend.
Obsessed with the shit. And for a while there, I was like, keep dreaming, bud. Keep dreaming. In the beginning.
That's how you felt?
In the beginning, I was like, I just didn't realize how obtainable it really was. And how many
people. What do you mean?
Like how many people he brings on. Like he's not picking like you and you and you.
There's not like a ton.
But he has enough to where it's like, okay.
There's probably like 100. Thousands apply every quarter.
Like only 100?
Probably.
Oh. Well, then that is more exclusive than I thought.
Yeah.
That's crazy then.
Because
I thought he just. No,
last year at the Ambassador Weekend, there was only like 40 people or 50 people. And they just like really did a big one this time when I got picked.
I wonder what that means, though.
I'll be able to tell you today. I have my first team call today. I'll be able to tell you how many there are because we'll all be on the call.
But yeah, he's been wanting this for a long time, so it's just crazy.
And I've also, it's honestly like, it feels surreal to me. Like, it still doesn't feel real. Honest to God. So, I've applied about 3 times now. Sometimes I get a rejection letter. Sometimes I get nothing. But, this time, I actually got a rejection letter. This monster is working me up.
BPN, listen to this man.
But.
This filth. Just kidding.
I'm just being me, being real.
No, he would burp on his. He's very pure.
But yeah. So I actually got rejected. I got an email that said, "Unfortunately, we have not selected you for the ambassador program. We got thousands of applicants, and we just couldn't pick everyone. Like, feel free to try again in January." They do them quarterly, so every 3 months they do another one. And I was like, all right, this has been at the top of my whiteboard. It's been on the front page of my journal. Number 1 goal, become a BPN ambassador. Like literally everywhere you fucking look, it's written down. And I was like, all right. So I got that email. I was honestly really, really upset because I thought I had it this time. I don't know why. I really felt like I did. She was supposed to be manifesting for me, thinks she has powers. Clearly didn't.
I had other things going on.
But so as soon as I got that email, I sit down and I started journaling. I was on my DTI 50 still, so I was journaling. I'm still journaling every day. Just because I feel like it helps. I would manifest about it. I talk about the shit I want to do. And so I started writing. I was like, I'm going to make it to the point where next time they have no choice but to pick me. Like, I'm going to be so in their face and like so much content put out between now and January that they have no choice but to choose me. Mm-hmm. And Friday, after her surgery, I have some friends from work in town from New York City, and we're all out, and I just randomly get an email that says, you've been selected to become a BPN ambassador. And I, like, honestly, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought, so many people know that I've been trying for this. Like,
that'd be a cool joke if someone really typed that up.
There was typos in the email. And that always throws me for a loop. I'm like, don't know if I believe them. So I was like looking between the rejection letter and this letter, because I also responded to the rejection letter. I wanted to be like, hey, thanks for letting me. Like, I'm just making sure like that they see my name, and I put in there, keep an eye out because you're gonna see this again in January. I literally said that in the thing, like. Mm-hmm. You might just want to watch for me because I'm going to be reapplying. Kind of a ballsy thing to say. I would not normally say it to anyone. But so I'm like double checking the emails because they came from the same guy. Mm-hmm. Is this the same email? Sure shit, same email. A couple days, but it was Friday evening. So I was like, even though I respond saying I'm in, because it says respond that you're in, send us your links. I'm like, I'm not going to know anything for the weekend. So like all weekend, honestly, I told like everyone close to me, but I was afraid to post it because I was like, what if it's not real? What if it was a mistake? Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't got any other confirmation. Then boom, it was a Sunday or Monday morning, I got a fucking email that says, here's your link to track commission and sales. It's like, wow,
it's crazy.
This is fucking insane.
He did it. So yeah, he's a sponsored man.
So, if you would like to try BPN subs, hit the link below. Support your boy. Now we can say we got a sponsor on this show. We got a sponsor on every show.
Honestly, you should try them. They're good.
They really are.
They're good.
They pretty much got whatever you want.
Field bars, you get the vegan.
Yeah.
They're better.
But people do like the whey ones.
If you like whey,
Tone doesn't like them either.
It's a texture thing for me.
Yeah. It's like...
It tastes like
super chewy.
Yeah, it's almost like if you put it up like this, it would just bend
down. The flavor of them is good. It is the texture,
but it's a texture. It's more like gummy.
But it's all so. Let's just do a plug. Fuck it, we're already here, right? They're like, so for those who don't know, supplements, like you go to a GNC, a vitamin shop, they do not need to be tested.
Danger.
This isn't like food where they have the FDA like. It's kind of like a gray area, but
there's no regulating body.
I know.
It's pretty scary.
BPN goes out of their way to test all the product themselves, get it certified, and then put it out. And they mainly do this because like they have actual athletes like in the NFL and stuff who are sponsored, CrossFit games. Like Nick is into all kinds of shit. Everyone who works with the team does different things, and so they want it to be like you could pass any kind of test with what's in here because. Mm-hmm. At the other places, you don't know what they're putting in there.
You go on a GNC, and it's really just like...
Yeah, it's like snake oil.
You can literally buy anything from there, and you don't even know what it is. Like,
honestly, you probably go to the right GNC in the right place, you could probably get steroids.
Mm-hmm. They can put anything in those powders. Like, I don't trust anything. Like, protein powder, whatever. I mean, I think...
But even that, like...
You don't know for sure.
There's no way of knowing that. Like, is this actual protein or is it, like, the aminos that are going to give the protein profile? So it's still, like, not as... It doesn't have to be as quality protein.
Yeah.
Because, like, they do...
But you can, like, go
so
there and
guarantees,
so many things you never even heard of.
It's it just guarantees, like...
All this and just take all this shit and probably die.
Each scoop is the exact amount that it says. It's not like, oh, it's all in the container, but it's not 100% each scoop.
Right.
So pretty much everything's tested, safe to use, but honestly, it's the only supplements I fucking use pretty much. Like
very clean. Like you don't have to sit here and second guess.
Protein, creatine, pre-workout, greens, reds, field bars. I fucking use all this shit on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. But then there's even more shit than that I haven't tried. Then now I probably will try.
Yeah.
And I mean, I fucking probably wear their clothes on every damn podcast.
Every day he has something on from him. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited for him. And I'm excited for me because then I
try
get
something
stuff too.
If you try it, hit me up on social media or just like comment below. Hey, use your link. Let me know what you think. I'm probably gonna do a giveaway eventually, like as a way to like help get it out there. Like where if you share my post, comment, you get an entry. But then like if you use my link and send me that, you'll get like 10 extra entries. I've seen other ambassadors do it, and it actually seems like it works pretty well. So be on the lookout for that because I'll be doing that soon too.
What do they get? Like a stack?
Yeah, they'll usually do something. Like I think this dude did like the pumpkin spice protein because it was like the special edition, stuff like that. Or like he'll be like, hey, you get one of whatever like of these 3 products that you want in this hat. So like he'll do like multiple things. I've seen it in different ways, so I don't know the way I'm gonna do it, but I'll be putting it out soon. I'll announce it here, my other podcast, everywhere before I do it. That way it's out like everywhere, you know. But yeah, there's that, and also while we're here, go pre-order DTI hoodie. They're only open until October 28th.
Get your hoodies. They're cute. Yeah. They're really cute. And I really like the brains. And
got
they're
a
going to be
DTI
like,
on the front.
Can you tell that they're raised?
They're not. We didn't do it for this one.
They're not raised?
No, we couldn't do it for this one. Because the way it was going to be was different ways.
They're still cute.
We will be doing it for Spring Drop. We're doing a few different designs.
Yeah, it's still cute.
Which
very cute.
We'll need you for a photo shoot. Hopefully in a blockhead no more.
Ugh.
But yeah, guys, so do that. Pre-order the hoodie. It'll be in the bio. Shouldn't be saying this, but use code newsletter and you'll get 10% off.
But you're just free shipping.
If you made it all the way through this fucking podcast,
honestly, it's free. It's just free shipping.
Off.
It's not like you guys are losing any profit.
I mean, we still have to pay to ship those.
Oh yeah, you do.
What do you mean?
You do. Stop saying that then.
Why?
Shipping ain't cheap.
We have a label printer and everything.
I know, but
I'm just doing it. If you
shipping-
made it 47 minutes into this podcast, you can have 10% off.
That's fine. Just the shipping cost. But do it. But if you don't want to do it, don't. Because then they don't have to pay for your shipping. You dirty scoundrels. I used it. Huh. But I'm also
and mine will be
it.
Put in yours because I made mine.
I'm a part of it. And I love him. And I love Freddie. Freddie. You guys are doing
You think he
good.
made it this far?
Yes.
Freddie, if you made it this far, comment below.
He did make it this far.
Because I don't know if you're
he better
fucking
made
real
it this
one
far
or
or else.
But all right, guys. That's all I got. You got anything else for him?
No, I can't wait to eat Chipotle.
I know. You want to go get it soon?
Yes.
Because your boy got a BPN team meeting tonight.
I got to take these pajamas off. I wore my pajamas because I'm sick.
She has a blanket on too. Y'all can't even tell.
Well, because none of your business. That's why.
You don't have pants on?
I do.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have underwear on. And these shorts are very loose. And
You can't
one
see
false move and it's a
crotches.
cross shot. Yeah, but I would hate for something to happen. So that's why I have a blanket on.
No coochie shots for you.
None.
See you next week, y'all.
See you next week.